right then.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Chop Shop. I know I told you guys we will be back with WrestleMania live predictions, but people get bored, and I get asked a lot of questions. People want me to start booking things, so here we are. What if Cody Rhodes beats Roman Reigns at WrestleMania? How does his championship run go? Will it be short? Will it be long? I got Alex with me because I think we're both in different thought processes of how this championship run will go. So I'll let Alex say his piece before we start.
You guys know what it is, bro. It's your boy Alex Vatoloco. You can follow me on TikTok and Instagram with the same hashtag Alex Vatoloco. And brother, let's get that out of the way.
All right, like I said, so Mania comes,
hmm
Cody wins one, two, three. What happens after that? So for me personally, I do think Cody Rhodes is winning, despite the whole Roman thing. I do think that plays in him. It's a 50-50 more than how everybody thought before. A lot of people were more on the Cody's going to win, but now, it's a little on the fence, but I'm still going to go with Cody winning. And I'm also going with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn being the Usos. So for me personally, the first thing that's going to happen is at WWE Backlash, I see Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn versus the Bloodline. And with that, now listen, I want to see Jay versus Roman. So with that, I'm going to say I feel like the Usos might cost the Bloodline that match, in total. Maybe something with Roman, maybe leave him hanging or something like that, because now that the titles aren't there anymore, there's no real need for them to be together.
hmm
So, I mean, I could see that happening at Backlash. Cody gets the good win, Kevin and Sammy start their run, and where do you think it starts from on Mania, bro?
For me, after Mania, I feel like Cody's gonna be the opening segment, the closing segment of the show. They're gonna close it with him. He's talking about how he did it for his family. The whole spiel. He ended racism, did it for his father. But on the real note, he's gonna say he did it for his family. You're gonna hear him just be happy about it. Then out of the blue, I feel like he's gonna get an RKO by a certain somebody.
Okay.
But I feel like it's gonna be Randy Orton. Look like how he always does it. Gonna be happy for his protege for making it as far as he did and give him a hug. And then out of the blue, shaboom, RKO from out of nowhere. And I feel like it sets up a rivalry between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, the much needed, what I feel, student versus master, protege, and mentor type of rivalry that WWE is known for, and Randy Orton's at that age where he can still go perfectly, so it wouldn't feel like, oh, it's just some old has been going with the new guard. It'll be normal.
So, do you see that being the Backlash match, or do you? So you're saying after Mania, that's it? No more Cody versus Roman. They just go their separate ways.
Me personally, I feel like they go their separate ways. I feel like Roman, as much as we dislike him, I feel like he's gonna get a break, relax, because none of these upcoming pay-per-views are like big marquee pay-per-view matches that necessarily need Roman.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Roman needs a break for what, after 3 years of carrying the company. I feel like as much as we don't like him, I feel like he's earned that right of just take a little break, relax a bit before it sets up, because it sets up a perfect what's going on with the bloodline. The tribal chief's not here anymore. Are they
Mm-hmm.
done? Did they collapse? What's gonna happen? And I feel like it's something fresh for Cody, because if he goes against Roman in Backlash, I feel like, oh, he's gonna lose to him sometime soon.
Yeah.
So I feel like give something Cody fresh, something that's sort of a dream match between him versus Randy. That way you give Roman a break, you give the fans a dream match, and I feel like they can prolong it to where they can go all the way to SummerSlam. So let's do an example. They probably face one on one
Oh,
at
you're
back.
saying you're saying this is going all the way to SummerSlam?
I feel like this is going all the way to SummerSlam. I
Oh,
feel like
damn.
this.
Then okay, mine is completely different. Like,
Yeah, mine's going all the way to SummerSlam, where I feel like at Backlash, Randy gets himself disqualified via referee stoppage. Like he just beats the everlasting Pope, and we
mm-hmm.
get the old Viper. Hopefully, the 2009 Randy Orton just going on a massacre rampage.
Okay.
You do that, then the Money in the Bank pay per view. I believe they go again. This time on no holds barred. Cody Rhodes retains. I honestly don't know which one. What the other pay per views are at. If I'm being honest, after between.
So since I did the thing, it will be Backlash, the King and Queen of the Ring pay per view, Money in the Bank, and then SummerSlam.
Okay, so
And
the
then
king.
that's all they have booked for right now.
All right, so King and the Queen of the Ring. You know what? I'll give him a pause because I'm now that I'm thinking about that. It's King of the Wing. Let me do a random reset booking. Randy Orton gets himself disqualified. Adam Pearce suspends him. Right? He suspends Randy Orton for the foreseeable future. The King and the Queen of the Ring.
Hmm.
I say Jay Uso wins the King of the Ring.
Okay.
And if they do the stipulation of like they get a title match of their choosing, I feel like Cody versus Jay for the undisputed championship at Money in the Bank. Roman costs Jay. Randy comes out, beats up Cody Rhodes, and
Okay.
then after that we get the storyline. We get Ray. I know we're supposed to book just Cody, but we'll get Roman versus Jay, and then hopefully Randy versus Cody Rhodes, possibly last man standing match for the undisputed championship.
No, we could talk about other booking because
Yeah, that's how I feel like it adds to the story. So he goes straight to
well,
he goes straight to backlash with Randy. Randy gets
hmm,
himself disqualified to the point where Adam Pearce suspends him.
okay.
Yeah, and I feel like he gets a random number one contenders with somebody at that the King of the Ring because I want to focus mainly on the King and Queen of the Ring. I feel like that should be the main focus of who the winners are.
Hmm.
That's where Jey Uso comes in, and to win, and the winner of the King of the Ring tournament gets an opportunity at the next pay per view to face for the undisputed championship. Jay versus Cody happens. They're gonna face each other. It looks like Jay's gonna win. Who costs him the match? Roman. Cody still wins via Roman shenanigans, and then Randy Orton, free from being suspended, beats him up again, and then we set up the last man standing match at SummerSlam.
This man said a last man standing. All right, so I'm gonna breeze through what I was working with.
All right.
So first off, like I said, the backlash. I feel like they'll do that because they kind of did that when it was Drew and RK Bro, and they were against them. They did that triple threat tag team match. Well, not
Mm-hmm.
triple threat tag, the 6 man. So I feel like they're gonna go that way. After that, though, I feel like Cody might go down to SmackDown, relinquish the Universal Championship because at the end of the day, that's not the title.
He wants.
So that could lead into somewhere to Jay or something. But now with Cody, I do have Randy being his first opponent. I just feel like it's the right thing to do, even if they do it after Mania, but then they still do the whole backlash thing. I still think Randy's going to be the first one.
Yeah.
Now I did have Randy versus Cody at King and Queen of the Ring, but I feel like they're just going to focus that whole pay per view on the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously got to put that at Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So I'll have Randy versus Cody at Money in the Bank. Obviously, I feel like it's gonna be a one-off. I don't think it's gonna be. It could be, but depending if it's more than a one-off, they'll probably have a match at King and Queen of the Ring. Again, I still don't see that, but I just felt maybe Randy won't go heel, and maybe it'll just be more of a not passing of the torch in a way, but master versus student.
Yeah.
Nobody's really unless nobody's really a heel or a face during that time. So I mean, it is what it is. But, that's that. At Money in the Bank, I have Theory winning that, of course. But with Queen and King of the Ring, I have Gunther winning. And like you said, if they go the way where the winner deserves a championship shot, I feel like that's when we'll get Gunther versus Cody at
Mm-hmm.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And me personally, I feel like that's probably where his reign will end.
You think Gunther's gonna go after the WWE Championship rather than the Universal title?
I think so because I see them shaking things up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Gunther has done everything he really needs to do in SmackDown. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
a new scenery, and I think
Raw.
they're high on Gunther. So I mean, why
Mm-hmm.
not make him the King of the Ring?
Yeah.
I just see that as making sense.
Mm-hmm.
His character and everything.
Yeah. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm like, I know we were talking about this when we were in live. You really believe that Cody's only gonna have like a 4 month reign? They're not gonna prolong it at least a little bit.
I I honestly don't think so. I feel like they're
Because
gonna give him that, and then because of we all know what,
yeah,
it's the big story, but at the same time, I don't feel like they'll give him a long reign the first time. I do see Cody possibly getting it back later,
hmm
but as of right now, I feel like Cody might just be a stepping stone for someone else.
because I feel like Cody is gonna lose it. I don't think he's gonna have a year long reign. Me personally, I feel like he's gonna lose it to Gunther, but not at SummerSlam. I think Gunther will beat him at Survivor Series.
I mean, I could see that. It's just I don't know. Like his whole thing was winning the title. Like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
hmm
getting it is the mission.
hmm
He never said he's gonna have a long title reign. He's trying to break records or nothing. He just wants the title. So I feel like they're gonna give him that, give him a few good stories, and then Cody got to go back and fight for that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, what they about to? There's a chance he could win the title and already main eventing WrestleMania. Like you're getting what you want.
Well, that's true. That is definitely true.
And then with Roman, if it does go the way I say, the Usos cost Roman the match at Backlash. The 6-man tag, and then that's how we could set up Jay versus Roman at SummerSlam as well.
hmm
And the only reason I say Jay is because Roman's gonna beat the shit out of Jimmy. That's
Oh yeah.
probably that's probably how everything's gonna really get there. You're gonna be like, oh, all right, take the little vacation. Usos will take a break too, probably.
hmm
Come on TV, come on screen a couple times, but yeah, bro. I mean, you said you have him going a little bit longer, so you say Survivor Series. So how does everything else play out in between?
I feel like everything else that plays out in between after he beats Randy calls it calls it quits there. I feel like I feel like he fights an NXT call up,
So like maybe a Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker.
Ooh, I mean, I could possibly see that.
Have another generational talent based with generational because right now I feel like it could make sense for these couple of times. Cody Rhodes facing off against a lot of family lineages. I mean, if he beats Roman, he beats the Anoa'i's. Beats Randy, beats the Ortons. Beats Braun, he beats the Steiners.
I mean, that's true. And
I feel like give him at least a 2 month reign with Braun. If hopefully at this point, you can make Braun go heel because he can do it.
yeah, he could definitely do it. I don't see Braun. I just don't see it working as a babyface. So I hope they don't
Neither do
go that
I.
route.
Yeah.
Like he has to come in and kick ass and like.
hmm
But I mean, damn, a WWE title match that quick?
Why not? I feel like he can do it. Title match, yes. You don't have to give him the strap. Honestly, you don't at all.
Sammy.
But I mean, look at a lot of NXT callouts that they threw in the world title scene right away. Nakamura, when he debuted in 2017, they threw him in the title scene against Jinder Mahal right off the bat.
True.
So you could do that, and I feel like he has the charisma and the ability to do it. Just turn him heel, have him have just a little 2 month reign. So have September and October be where he faces Braun Breaker for a bit, and then Survivor Series comes. He talks about how he's beaten every generational talent. No one can beat him. No one's better than him. And then the Ring General comes in.
The Ring General
The Ring
Gunta.
General, and then just massacres him. Give him that monster. Massacre. Not only to sympathize for Cody for getting destroyed so quickly, but also solidify Gunther as a monster heel.
Which he already is. That's why.
He already is, but if you beat someone of that caliber of Cody Rhodes, all the critics and all the haters will be like, "Oh, he is a main eventer." Sammy, you're lucky, you're cute, and you're one of my favorite people, but do not diss on the Ring General.
The Ring General
Yeah, that's how I feel like. I feel like
Gunta.
because I feel like Cody is one of the people that legitimately can give also Braun Breaker that push of what, this is a future main event talent, and we can trust him with the WWE title sometime soon. Because if I were going, because now I'm going based off your idea where he vacates the Universal title,
Hmm.
and then SmackDown can do whatever they want with that title, and I feel like with the WWE title, make it the legitimate workhorse main event title. And what better workhorses are than Cody, Braun Breaker, and Gunther?
I mean, if they do go the route, like I said, he relinquishes the Universal title, and if they do keep Gunther on there, then
Hmm.
I like as much as people won't like it. I'm sorry. Like I can see one of Cody's rivalries also being Theory. I mean, Theory's on a big push right now. They're about to try to make him a big heel. I'm sorry if these titles were never unified,
He would have been
Seth
champion,
Rollins and Austin Theory would not have been feuding for the United States Championship. It would
WWE
have been
title.
for the WWE title. Hey, what's good? What's good, Jeanette?
It's,
What's up, Jeanette?
but no, let's backtrack on that because another alternative that could happen, and if you want to hear me out on this one, I feel like if Theory loses the U.S. title sometime later on after he beats Cena,
Hmm.
what if they entrust Theory again with the being a back to back Money in the Bank winner?
I mean, I've been saying that for a while.
But I'm going with that route, especially
And
if he beats Cena, bro. Haters are gonna hate now, and they're gonna give him that credibility. Like you have to reward Theory if he already beat Cena. Yes, I know
here's
Cena
the
isn't at the isn't at his prime anymore, but it's still John Cena.
depending on which way they're trying to go with it, because either you can still keep him a heel even if he wins against Cena clean,
Hmm.
but I really think him winning against Cena clean needs to happen because it'll make him seem more legit. But I
And
mean,
we're gonna
they
figure that out when we see it live.
yep, and that's gonna be hilarious because again we will be there live, and if I hear A Town down after the 3 count, whoo! But I could just see it. Even if Theory is the one to lose,
Hmm.
I mean, even if he does lose against Cena, I mean, having him go crazy, becoming going in the King of the Ring tournament, having him win the whole thing, and again, if they give the winner a shot at a title, I mean, that's another way.
Yeah.
I'm all down for King Theory, man.
Oh my god, you're not gonna let anyone live it down with King Theory.
He wins anything, nobody's living it down.
But no, like I said, it can go any other route. But like we're going based if we're going based on if Gunther is both since we both agree Gunther is pretty much the one that we think Cody's gonna lose to.
Hmm.
So yeah, like I said, for me, he loses it at Survivor Series. I feel like give him at least a decent long reign, but not a year long reign. To the point where if he faces somebody, if he goes for it again next year's WrestleMania at WrestleMania 40,
Okay.
it doesn't feel it doesn't feel like oh they're just giving it to Cody again. It feels like okay, he has to win it at Mania.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I just don't see them giving Cody a long title reign.
Hmm.
Maybe I don't want them to, but maybe they could possibly start going the hot potato route again. I mean, we done had Roman as champion for almost 1,000 days, so it's like I could just see them going that route with the titles now.
Going back, we're like oh 4 months minimum, and then boom,
Shit, maybe even 3 months minimum.
probably.
But then again, it all depends on the pay-per-views
Hmm.
because I don't. SummerSlam's in August. Survivor Series is in November,
November.
so whatever is in between those as well.
Yes, like that's why where I go for it is where I'm like going to Survivor Series. I'm trying to book Braun Breaker because I feel like he's gonna get called up after this, after Stand and Deliver.
I mean, that's if they go the route and actually have Carmelo Hayes win.
I feel like they are, and once again, we're gonna be there to see it.
Hell yeah, because I'm making at least the 2 last events. I don't care.
Hmm.
But I don't know, like Cody Rhodes. Now, let's say he doesn't win,
Hmm.
and the route is him winning at SummerSlam, as a lot of people are starting to think. Because again, with Roman with the 1,000 days,
Yeah.
how do they book that?
Oh, you want to go that route?
Because again, look at all the pay-per-views. If Cody loses, and if you really think he gets a rematch, are we going the route of him either winning King of the Ring or winning Money in the Bank?
Oof.
Like I'm pretty sure he was supposed to before he got injured.
Yeah. So if you want to go that route, since we're already there,
Yeah.
all right. Roman, if Roman retains, right? That's where I believe the 6-man tag team match happens that everybody's talking about.
Okay.
That's where it's Roman with titleist Usos facing off against Cody and the new undisputed tag champs Sammy KO. I
Sammy
feel
Gale.
yeah, I feel like that's where Sammy KO and Cody beat the Bloodline. They've beat the Bloodline, and I feel like you have yeah, that's where a little bit of the turmoil of the Bloodline starts to crumble, and
Okay.
then that's where King of the Ring happens again,
Yep.
and Cody and no Jay still wins, in my opinion, still wins the King of the Ring.
Okay, so Cody don't win that. Okay.
No, that's where it happens. He wins that. He chooses when to face Roman, and I feel like he will face him at SummerSlam. That's where Money in the Bank happens, and we have the Usos versus Roman and Solo. I feel like Solo's still going to be loyal to Roman over his brothers.
That's wild.
Yeah, but he's the enforcer. He's going to be because he remember Roman brought Solo. The Usos didn't bring Solo at him from Clash of the Castle.
But even with that, freaking
And I
Roman
feel
ain't technically bring him either. It was just
he showed up, but if you feel like the Usos couldn't go, so in the theory of the storyline, Solo came to assist his tribal chief, and I feel like he feels like he's entitled to servitude to Roman Reigns.
okay.
That's where they beef with each other, and the winner of the Money in the Bank is Cody.
Terrible.
Yep, you can get upset all you want. You can get upset. SummerSlam happens, and that's when we get Jay versus Roman.
Okay.
Roman wins via disqualification, but then that's where Solo sees that yeah, that's where Solo finally shows his loyalty to his siblings, to Jimmy and Jay.
Okay.
Beats up beats up Roman, and then you hear Cody Rhodes' theme, and he cashes in on Roman, and Roman loses at SummerSlam.
That's crazy.
hmm
So Roman loses the title via cash in again. Well, not again, but
Yeah,
involved.
again he lost it against
Oh yeah,
Sheamus.
yeah, 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 I forgot Seth Rollins. Yeah, that still counts.
So that's twice then because he lost it against Seth, Sheamus,
Oh yeah, Sheamus. That's right.
and then if we go based off this storyline, Cody.
Or we have Roman versus Cody at SummerSlam. Cody does win, and the Money in the Bank winner, A
A
Town
Town down.
down. Let's go, A Town down. Scream it.
The reason I would say no to that is because with Roman, remember it's still the undisputed Universal title. It's not separated,
Which is true. Which is true. Which is true.
which is where I see. That's where I say Cody wins it. Says, you know what? I only wanted this title. Vacates the Universal title, and then who
A
knows?
Town
Yeah,
down. A
A
Town
Town
down.
down.
Scream it
Scream
out.
it out loud.
I mean, I could see it going either way, but Cody Rhodes, Mr. Cody Rhodes, you have done nothing but cause chaos since returning to the WWE.
Because you made us do two alternate universes where you still end up being the world champion, just different ways and different storylines.
And it's always going to be the question of how long is he really going to be champion? Does WWE really see him as someone who can hold the company? Or is this just a good old feel good story and that's all we're going to get?
For me, I feel like if he wins it at SummerSlam, right?
Mm-hmm.
He only goes up to not Survivor Series, to Royal Rumble.
And then if that's the case, A-Town down, scream it out loud. A-Town down, the future's right now.
You need A-Town to win, huh?
Yeah, I mean, if it ain't Money in the Bank, if it ain't the King of the Ring, I do see him as a possible Royal Rumble winner. I really do.
hmm
But we'll just have to cross those roads when we get there. Rhodes.
Ye-
Cody Rhodes.
no.
But yeah, guys, that's really it. Again, that's how me and Alex would book Cody Rhodes' title reign, whether he wins at Mania or doesn't, and ends up
hmm
winning at SummerSlam. Alex says if he wins at SummerSlam, he'll lose it at the Rumble. I feel if he does win it at SummerSlam, why not take him to Mania? And then A Town down, scream it out loud. You know, Theory versus Cody Rhodes at Mania main event. I mean, it could go either way, but appreciate everyone coming out. I'm definitely gonna post this so we could, get more people because I'm tired of everybody. Oh, how would you book this? How would you book? Go check us out on the Wrestling Chop Shop. You already know what it is.
Mhm.
But this time, literally from I think Monday makes 2 weeks, and we will be back with the live in person WrestleMania predictions with me, Alex, and Josiah and Petty. And if we meet a few people before we do the predictions, I mean, why not bring everybody else in?
Yeah, it could be a vlog prediction.
And as something else with Players Choice Wrestling, I will be also walking around during the lines for WrestleMania, getting predictions for that too, as along with the Wrestling Chop Shop. We're all wrestling fans, so let's see who really wants who to win. Roman versus Cody. This is big. This is
Mhm.
big. I think so. I don't. I think Alex just wants like Chavo Guerrero to come back or something.
Dang, yo. Yeah, yeah, man. I wanted to beat Austin Theory for the U.S. title, but we can't have nice things.
That's insane. But until next time, everybody. Thank you for joining. Hopefully Cody Rhodes wins and Roman's trash.
And bro, he's just saying that because he doesn't want to acknowledge Roman, and he owed it to people.
Nope, that's not gonna happen. I'm a man of my word though. So if it happens, life is crazy. But again, guys, see you next time.